Hello and welcome, dear traders and investors. I'm glad to present you the daily market review prepared by analysts and experts from fx.co portal. Here we go. Today is April 24 and we're starting from euro-dollar pair with Ralph Shelder. The euro-dollar pair rallied in the short term, registering a new high of 1.0996. Now it has turned to the downside in the short term and it tries to test and retest the near-term support levels before developing a new bullish momentum. It's trading at 1.0976 at the time of writing. The bias remains bullish, so temporary retreats could bring as a new long opportunities. Surprisingly or not, the currency pair extended its growth. Even the US flash manufacturing PMI came in at 50.4 points versus 49.0 points, while flash services PMI increases from 52.6 points to 53.7 points. Still, the current drop could be natural after the economic data. Today, the German IFO business climate is expected at 93.4 points versus 93.3 points in the previous reporting period. Tomorrow, the US CB consumer confidence is seen as a high-impact event. Technically, the pair escaped from the range pattern, but it has failed to stabilize above the 1.0982 broken resistance. The 1.0996 today's high represents a resistance level. Now it could try to reach the weekly pivot point of 1.0970. This represents an immediate support level. Testing and retesting weekly pivot point of 1.0970, registering only false breakdowns may announce a new upwards movement. Still, only new higher high, a bullish closure about 1.0996 activates an upside continuation and is seen as a new long opportunity. The next stage in our review is the next major, GBP USD. Sebastian Seliger presents. The GBP USD pair has moved lower from the swing high seen at 1.2545, and it's currently developing the A, B, C corrective cycle, where wave B might be a rising wedge pattern or triangle pattern. The intraday technical support is seen at the price of 1.2343, and the intraday technical resistance is seen at 1.2473. The momentum of H4 timeframe chart is weak and negative, so the corrective cycle might be continued lower when the potential of the wedge pattern is done. When the overall corrective cycle is completed, the next target for bulls is seen at 61% Fibonacci retracement, located at the level of 1.2778. The key short-term technical support is seen at 1.2269. The next in line is Petar Yakimowicz. He's got a trading plans for gold and USD CHF pair. Gold has been trading downside in the background, and we see key support cluster at the price of 1973. And Petar sees potential for the upside movement today, due to the strong upside condition on the longer time frame and the key support zone of the test. Tether sees potential for the further upside movement. Upside objectives are set at the price of 20.09 and 20.45. MACD oscillator is showing decreasing in the downside momentum, which is good for further upside movement. Key support zone is set at the price of 19.71. USD CHF has been trading in the downside trend, and we see potential for the further downside continuation. Due to the buying climax on Friday and downside trend in the background, Tether sees potential for the downside continuation towards lower references. Downside objective is set at the price of 0.8870. MACD oscillator is showing fresh downside cross, which is another good sign for the further downside movement. Key resistance is set at the price of 0.8950. And finally, here's Laurie Bailey with AUD USD pair focused. Let's have a look. After the Australian dollar's 49-point drop on Friday, the price appears to be consolidating within the past month trading range at 0.6670 and 0.6730. Since the Aussie has breached the support level of 0.6670, the range will expand down to the 0.6628. A consolidation below this level will open the first medium-term decline target at 0.6567, the March 10th low. The signal line of the Marlin oscillator is still in the positive area on the daily chart. Its movement into the negative area visually coincides with the breakthrough of the 0.6670. After overcoming this support, AUD can fall further. Until then, there's an alternative scenario, which will be fully released after breaching the 0.6810 line, which will also crossing the MACD line. On the 4-hour chart, the price has settled below the balance and the MACD indicator lines. The Marlin oscillator is consolidating and declining in negative territory. We're waiting for the price to consolidate below the 0.6670, which will open the target at 0.6628. That's all for today. See you online soon. Good luck.